Yo, what up, YouTube? This is the boy Stillmatic signing on just to give you my weekend review. Week 2 is in the bags. Done with week 2. Actually, I have to do the stretch still today. Try to get my video in a little bit early before this computer gets, tied up in some work related shit. So I just came to give you my video and just give you some little, small notes or whatever you want to call it. So, week 2, good week. Good week of work, good week of dieting. Tried really hard. Felt a little bit stronger. Doing the push-ups and the pull-ups and stuff like that, the curls and all the other bullshit. It was a good week, man. Doing the chest and back, I was able to do 2 or 3 more push-ups, 2 or 3 more pull-ups. I just felt a little bit stronger than I did the week before. And actually, what really made me feel good was a good morale booster. When I went to go do the reverse grip chin-ups, the one where you use the biceps or whatever, excuse me, I was able to do 8 more. So the first week, the first go around I did 12. This week, the first go around I did 20. No, I did 18. So that's not 8 more. It's 6 more. But anyway, good improvement. Made me feel good. Made me it just got me up. Made me feel like I need to just go after this thing even harder so I can get even stronger. So. Felt good about that, man. And let's see, plyometrics. I stuck with the plyometrics all the way through. Not that I didn't before. It's just I was taking I took 3 breaks doing the plyometrics. It's tough. It's really hard. But this week I took I don't think I took a break. Actually, I didn't take a break at all. So it's helped me. I'm getting my wind up. I'm able to. My endurance is a little bit better since I'm able to do the plyometrics all the way through. Shoulders and arms. I upped everything 5 pounds. So, the curls, I upped everything except for the tricep kickbacks and the flip rip twist tricep kickbacks. God, my diction is horrible today. But, those are really tough. I don't have the strongest triceps in the art, even though I am starting to see little cuts in them or whatever. I'm still working hard. I actually focused on my form a lot this week. So I wasn't trying to do, curls with 40 pounds or some stupid number. Last week I did it with 20 pounds. This week I did it with 25. And I really, I see a lot of this when I see people working out. They doing all this rocking and stuff. So what I really try to do is just try to calm and isolate the bicep as much as possible. So I wasn't really even squeezing my palms real good. I was just controlled all the way up and all the way down. I was really wasn't getting a whole lot of body movement, so I was trying to get as much energy and as much work into that bicep isolated as I possibly could without rocking back and forth too much. And actually it worked out better than trying to do 30 pounds with all this swinging motion and 35 pounds with all this swinging motion. So it was actually very good. So that, and what's the next day? Yoga. Yoga kicked my ass for the second week in a row. It sucks ass. I don't like it. So yoga is really tough. I don't see how those pregnant mothers and how the middle-aged, the 40-year-old women, they stretch and twist and turn like pretzels, and I look like a friggin' piece of 2x4 or something. I'm the stiffest 17-year-old I know. So I'm not flexible at all. So really, I did my best that I could. That yoga is really tough. It's an hour and a half long, or an hour and 15 minutes or something like that. So I tried to do my best. I tried to do the best that I could on the yoga. Actually, it really hurt. And the next day, my chest was even more. It was sore even more so, because every time you do a vinyasa or whatever you want to call it, you drop down, you do the push-up, or you don't have to do the push-up. I did a push-up every single time, and my chest was on fire the next day, and it really hurt. But that's okay. That's what the program is about. I'm not dying. I'm still here. I'm alive, so I'm just getting stronger. The next day was legs and back. Love legs and back. I can actually see the cuts in my leg now, my quadriceps, and then my calf muscles. I can see those. They're starting to poke out a little bit more. And they're hard now. As to before, it was jiggly. It's a lot of, shaking and stuff going on. So it's actually hard now. So the lunges and the squats. I'd rather do that than like the pull-ups. Pull-ups, I don't like the pull-ups. It's probably because I'm 200. I'm like 200 pounds now. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to weigh myself. I haven't done it yet, but I probably will by the end of the day. If I had to take a guesstimation, I probably lost like 5 more pounds. So I'm probably like at 201 or 200 or something like that. So, it's good. 2 weeks in, I already lost 10 pounds. I'm pretty sure like half of that was water weight or whatever. So who cares? It looks better on the scale. Makes me feel better. It makes me want to work harder so I can get some more off. Like I put in one of my early videos, my target weight is like 175 or 180. Because I'm not a tall guy. I'm like 5'10". So it's like trying to fit, right the way I was when I started. It's like 211 pounds and like a 5'9", 5'10" frame. Just doesn't look good. So, and it's not about losing weight. It's about losing body fat. I'm just saying that'll be a nice number because according to like some of them calculators that's on the internet, and my lean body mass is like 170 pounds or something like that. So I want to gain like 10 pounds of lean body, mass. So doing this whole little excursion, fitness pilgrimage or whatever the hell you can call it. So I'd be about 180, probably like the 6 to 9% body fat range. It's a good round number. That way stuff is poking out. I'm not looking like I'm anorexic, like I need a meal or something. So speaking of which, my diet, I stuck to my diet this week. Last week, like I said before, I slipped up on like 2 Tyson hot wings. This week, I actually did slip up one time, and it happened yesterday. I had a chicken nugget from like McDonald's. One chicken nugget. It was so good. It was like the best chicken nugget of my life. Oh God, I be slipping up. I slipped up one time this week. One time out of like 7 days. That's pretty good for somebody that's my age. I could use, I'm 17. My metabolism is higher than somebody that's doing a program like 40. So I can use that as an excuse. I can eat what I want to. And I probably could, but I choose not to. I choose to diet, do the program right, so I can look the best that I can. So I stuck to my diet. I actually switched it up a little bit. This week, I actually tried to cook a turkey burger, and it turned out pretty good actually. What I did was I got some ground turkey. Ground turkey chuck. Excuse me, Lord Jesus, and what I did was I took that and I put a little basil in it, just a small bit, like a pinch, a little bit of pepper, some egg white, just a small, so it can stick together a little bit more. A half a piece of wheat bread, so it can, because turkey meat ain't like ground beef. Ground beef, it'll stay together if you just put like an egg in it. But at turkey meat, you got to put stuff in, soak up that water, soak up some of that juice and that blood, I guess. Help it stay together and help it bond. So, I just grilled that up real nice. I took like a half of a fresh bell pepper and I put it in a nonstick skillet, lightly sprayed with some canola oil. It tasted great. Put a half piece of cheese on some wheat bread. I took like a small bit of like raw potato fries, the crinkle cut fries, nothing in them, just regular potatoes, just cut up. Put those and toasted those in the oven, in the toaster oven for like, until they were done. Didn't put anything on them. I think I had like 2/3 of a cup, something like that. I measured it, so it wasn't all that bad, and it actually turned out pretty great. So, like I said, today I do the stretching tomorrow. I start week 3. And after that will be the recovery week, end of phase 1, start phase 2, a whole new set of DVDs. Through phase 2 is what I'm really waiting on, so I can see how this whole muscle confusing thing is going to turn out, if it works as good as everybody say it is. Apparently it does, looking at some of the videos on YouTube. So I just want to go after that as hard as I can. Ready to get there, working really hard every day, trying to stick to diet. I don't take it one day at a time, I take it 1 week at a time. So if I take it one day at a time, I won't make it because I'm procrastinating. I'm like the worst procrastinator in the world. So I take it a week at a time. So that's about it, man. I'll be in next Sunday to let y'all know how my week 3 turned out. P90x.